Sabrina, and I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about tapping into your superhuman powers. So today on our live wake up, our daily wake up call, we have a daily inspirational wake up call, and we have a challenge to go over and give our insight about what we learned. So a little bit of, education for you today. I just want to leave with you. You find this valuable, then absolutely please share it, like it, send me a message, send me a comment. If you have any questions about it, you need some, assistance, then certainly I would, just inbox me. Anyway, so tapping into your superhuman powers. So here's what I want to talk to you about. The first thing is, in order to tap into your superhuman powers, there's 4 different things. The first one is you have to be crystal clear on what your number one desire is. So sometimes what happens is we get so caught up in like, well, I want to, do this. I want to make $1,000. I want to, maybe you want to rank up in this company, or maybe you're a part of a few different companies. And so you're a little bit confused about what exactly your next goal is. So you have to zero in. You have to dial in all the way in to one desire. So, if you want to be like, for me, I'm going for, my first leadership level in my marketing group, right? So for me, it's like L1, here I come. L1, here I come. L1, here I come. Or I am already L1, right? Because everything you speak, you have to speak it into existence. So I have, one major focus is I am L1, I am a senior manager. That's it, right? They actually go hand in hand thanks to our wonderful marketing platform, because, when people come in, they get to see both your opportunities. If you have a question about that, ask me later, because it's too much to go into detail. But the point is, tap into your superhuman powers. The first thing you got to do is dial in. Dial all the way in. Okay, what's the second thing? The second thing you have to do is make a plan. So sometimes we get all excited about, oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make $1 million a month. And how? What are you going to do? What's the plan? What's the plan? How are you going to make $1 million a month? You're going to sell something for $10,000? Are you going to sell something for $1? You got to break it down. You got to make a plan. Okay. Make a plan. How many people do you have to do this with? What do you need to do to achieve it? How many videos do you need to do? Do you need to do webinars? I need to do webinars. What do you have to do, right? This is part of the whole, tapping into your superhuman powers. And then give yourself a deadline, okay? Create a deadline for yourself. When are you gonna do it by? Because a lot of times we get really caught up and we say like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and that, but you don't give yourself a deadline. So give yourself a deadline. Okay, the next thing, make sure I got everything. The next thing is, oh gosh, this is so key. Okay, so tapping into your superhuman powers. The first one is what? The first one was, what is your number one desire? You have to have a desire, your number one thing that you want to do. So I am L1, I am a senior manager. That's your first thing. So whatever that's for you, maybe you're going for L3. And if you don't know what that is, it's okay. But maybe you're going for L5. Maybe you're going for L4, right? Whatever it is, you say it in positive terms as if it already happened. I am this. Okay, so for me, I am a senior manager. I am L1. Done. I am, that's it. Second, what's the plan? How many people do I need to get there? How many people do I have to help? Don't make it so much about you, but make it for the greater good. Because when it's for somebody else, then you feel like, oh, I don't want to let them down, right? So you got to make it not just about you. It has to be greater, okay, greater good. The third thing is belief. You have to believe as if, and I talked about this in one of my other videos, but you have to act as if it has already happened. No matter what you see, you're gonna run into obstacles, okay? That's just life, okay? But you might as well run into obstacles while you actually running to do something, right? So, and then you have to, this is the key thing with this belief. It's not just about belief, okay? But you have to have like this you have to become obsessed with this goal. You got to just, I mean, every day, day in, when you get up in the morning, say, I am L1, I am a senior manager. When you go to sleep, I am L1, I am a senior manager. You know, when you about to eat lunch, I mean, this thing has to like take over your soul, right? If somebody starts talking to you and be like, you know, what are you doing? You be like, I am L1, you know, like, I am L1, I am L1, you know, I am senior manager. Like, I know I'm acting a little crazy, but I'm just trying to make my point that you have to be obsessed with your number one desire, right? Dial all the way in, be totally obsessed, make your plan, and then when you're so dialed in, you really don't have any option but to believe it, right? Because your mind believes whatever it is that you tell it, right? You can't play tricks on your subconscious. So if you tell it that's what it is, then it's going to make a way for it to happen. Okay, so what's the last part? I mean, now we might laugh and say, what's the last part? You know, what's she going to say? But think about it. If you figured out your number one desire, you dialed in, you figured out a plan, you believe it. I mean, the final, what makes the most sense is take massive action. Okay, don't talk to two people and then don't talk to nobody. No, take massive, determined, obsessive action. Okay, massive, determined, obsessive action is what you have to take in order to, you know, get that number one desire, right? It's almost like a full circle, right? You come full circle in what it is that you're doing. Why? Because when you dial in and you got that number one desire, and then you make that plan, and you make that plan so detailed, right? About how many people you're going to help, how many families does that look like, how many people do you need to help, you know, get to success in order to get your success, right? Because, you know, the more people you help, the faster you help enough people, you're going to eat, right? You're going to get success. So you got to look at it from like the bigger picture, how many people you're going to help. But then on top of that, you know, after you go dial in to number one, you know, you make that plan and you believe, oh my goodness, yes, of course. When I say take action, I mean, we always talk about wit, right? Because that's my thing, you know, whatever it takes. But you have to honestly 100%, 1000% be willing to do not just, you know, your best, or, you know, not just try. You can't just, you know, I mean, you have to be willing to do whatever, ever it takes. So here's a little recap, right? How you tap into your superhuman powers. 1, dial in all the way in. Number one desire. Number 1, I am L1, I am L1, I am L1. Number 2, make a plan. How many people do I have to help reach their goals in order for me to get to mine? Number 3, believe it. Believe it. Believe in yourself. You're worthy. You're worth it. Number 4, be willing to do whatever it takes. Take massive action. You can do it. Be willing to do whatever it takes. Thank you so much. And for those of you that just came on, gonna have to replay it because I'm done. It was just 4 things about how to tap into your superhuman powers. So go be superhuman because it's already in you. It's in you. Everybody has superhuman powers. Even if you don't know it, and even if you don't think you do, you do. So this is me. This is Sabrina. Thank you as always, for listening. Today was a little bit of training video, a little bit different, always with a little bit of motivation, because that's just what I am, right? Got to give out that motivation. But you got to tap into your superhuman powers. You are superhuman. You really are. So go back, listen, steps 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Pick a desire, believe that you can, make a plan, take massive action, be willing to do whatever it takes. Thank you for listening. Share, like, send me a comment, send me some hearts, send me some likes. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you, Brian Finale. And thank you, MLSP. And thank you, Ryan. And thank you, Cloud 10 Tribe. Cloud 10 Tribe is on the move. And I'm just so glad to be a part of something that's so much bigger than myself. And just stepping out of our comfort zone every single day and helping as many people as we can also get to success, because that's what this is about. There's room for everybody at the top. So with that being said, I'll see you at the top or at the bank. I'm out. Till next time.